This witch is going to be 85 in 2 weeks. Hello, my witchy friends. This video is going to be all about wrinkles, what causes them as we age, and some of the things we can do to cope with wrinkles, and in fact, do a pretty good job with them. You know, on Halloween, wrinkles can be a real witch, can't they? Anyway, hang in there. I just flew in. My friend behind me is here too. Happy Halloween, everybody. Don't let those wrinkles get you down. We're gonna take care of them. Stay tuned. Whoosh. Hello, my friends. It's Nanny. Today's topic, is a topic that we really don't like to think about, but we do. A lot of our time is worrying about wrinkles. Facial wrinkles, neck wrinkles, hand wrinkles, chest wrinkles. Well, let's talk about wrinkles and let's get this off our chest. Pun. What are wrinkles? Well, there's 2 or 3 main kinds of wrinkles. One is called dynamic wrinkles, and those wrinkles are temporary. Those wrinkles are formed by the expressions that we make with our face, like this when we're mad, or this a lot, or squinting at the sun, or smiling. And there's many, many names that over the years we've given to wrinkles. And here's some of them. Okay, we have laugh lines, marionette lines. You know, I'm going to read them because they're so funny and I don't want to miss any of them. Some of them are really funny. And I especially love the crinkles, which are the chest wrinkles. Okay? All right, here they are. Crow's feet, all right? Smoker's lines, 11s, bunny lines, and those are the lines that we make when we wrinkle our nose up on both sides of the nose. We have accordion lines and clinkers. Clinkers are the chest wrinkles. We have neck wrinkles, and those are called tech neck, and there's one other, turkey neck. I've heard a lot of this described as turkey neck. Well, guess what? The dynamics, we can kind of get rid of those. And I'm going to tell you some of the ways we can get rid of those wrinkles. Now there's another kind, and those are called static. And static wrinkles are the ones that come with age, come with the sun, come with neglect, or genes. And if you have the good genes, well, good for you, because those will be delayed. But sooner or later, we're all going to have certain kinds of wrinkles, and there's a lot of things that we can do. Of course, we know facelifts, we know lasers, peels, fillers, Botox, all of those things. But we're going to talk today not about facelifts, but about natural things that we can do for all these different kind of wrinkles. Now there's a third kind, and those are called folds. And those mainly apply to the little folds of skin that happen as we age underneath the eyes. And that is called just basically wrinkles folds. You know, there is another option for getting rid of wrinkles. If you happen to know a witch, she could use some of her magical powers and just zap them away, and it wouldn't even cost you a cent. Give her a ring. Now, I've basically said that there are about 10 tips, but you know what? There's a million other natural things that you can do. And by the way, the earlier you start, the better. I think, as we all know. You know, even children get wrinkles. If you've noticed them when they laugh, when they smile, when they frown, when they cry. But those are all in the category of those dynamic wrinkles. Now, one of the things that you can do to keep these dynamic wrinkles from happening all the time is wear sunscreen. And you should start that from your early years. Now, many of us in my age group, when I'm going to be 85 in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks, I think, and I was a sun worshiper on the Jersey Shore. We didn't know anything about it, didn't wear sun protection. I remember getting burns on my cheeks and using lanolin to help them go away. Sooner or later, you do realize that sunscreen will protect you. And what I did was not so much get the wrinkles, but I started a couple of years ago to get the dark spots from the sun on my hands, my chest, my arms, my face. You know, we witches don't have that problem with the sun because most of the time we're flying around up there in the nighttime, so we don't have to worry about the sun. So, I guess we can say that sunscreen is one of the ways we can help keep this away. The other, as we all know, are those 4 or 5 or 6 things, including diet and exercise and hydration. Sleep, well, that's not something I get too much of, but every once in a while I do catch up. And trying to lessen your stress. Now, I don't think I'll be talking about these in order, but I will with the graphics put them in order for you. Now, let's talk about sleep. When we go to sleep, normally most of us are side sleepers. And when you sleep, you will scrunch up your cheek or your eyes or your nose or your chin. And that's not good because you wake up in the morning and you see the creases. Now, those will go away, but over time, if you get some of those static wrinkles that just are kind of hard to get rid of. Now, a couple of the things that you can do at night is perhaps sleep on your back, but we find most of us that's not comfortable, and it's for those of us who have trouble sleeping, it's better to curl up on your side. However, there's a certain kind of a pillow that you can get. It is expensive, and I believe it's called the Sleep Glow pillow. And it has recesses, and it's a specially formed pillow. Costs a couple of $100s. I have something similar that doesn't cost as much. It is a pillow of memory foam. It doesn't have the ridges and everything, but I do sleep on that at night. And a cover is either a silk cover or a satin silk cover. Now mine, I have both of them, and most of the time I sleep on my satin silk cover. I bought it in the Dollar Tree for $1 a year ago. It's been washed probably 20, 30 times. And the more you wash that pillow, the more it gets like silk. Well, you know, we've heard all the benefits that a silk pillowcase does for the hair, but it also does wonders for your sleeping. So now we're getting to things we can do at night. Now, as you know, I am a slugger, and I am in the company of Martha Stewart and Doris Day and several movie stars who all slug. Now, we slug our faces with either Vaseline, or I do it with my Nivea, which I love. And you can do that for a couple of hours at a time in the daytime, or perhaps you can slug overnight. Vaseline is a great moisturizer, believe it or not. And if you do it at night, you know, people say, won't it clog your pores, or can I put my other things on with it? I've read that you can put your hyaluronic acid and things on underneath the Vaseline, but do check that out. However, when you wake up in the morning, they claim it gives you a great glow. Okay, now, what about driving and being outside in the sun with our sun protection on? Do you wear sunglasses? You should. You should wear nice, dark UV protection sunglasses all the time. in the snow in the wintertime because you get a glare from that, and that avoids the squinting, the eye wrinkles, and the 11s and forehead wrinkles, everything. Sunglasses, you know, I have not been hit too much at my age with wrinkles, but some things I have done all my life, not even knowing that they were battling or keeping wrinkles from coming. Of course, it's probably genes too, but I remember wearing sunglasses probably because we lived back east with a lot of snow and of course the sun in the summer. I even wore them when we lived in Scotland with a lot of mist and rain because I was so used to it, always driving. And my new glasses, I don't say new because they're probably 3 or 4 years old, but these glasses, and I forget the name of it, but they turn into sunglasses. There is a name for it. But I also like to wear, because my eyesight isn't too bad for being outside, probably for reading mostly, I love to wear dark, very glammy glasses too. So do get yourself a couple of pairs of sunglasses, or if you wear glasses, make sure that they turn into sunglasses. Wow, I just love those sunglasses. Where did she say she got them? Walmart? Do you think they'd let me in? Now, did you know that your indoor environment is also detrimental to your wrinkles? Yes. Evidently, the dust, the dry air, too much heat, various other things being inside is not good for your skin and could possibly help form some of those wrinkles. They suggest getting a good humidifier and moisturizing the first thing you get up in the morning. I think most of us do that anyway. I like to put my Nivea or whatever I'm going to put on for the day. It's usually Nivea first and then my castor oil and various other things. And sometimes when I'm not filming or I'm not going anywhere, I just keep lathering up all day long if I'm inside or outside. So now we pretty much know what causes all those wrinkles. And the static wrinkles depends mainly on your genes, your lifestyle, your environment, and the neglect. I did come up with a formula, and I think it was something like ARP that pertained to wrinkles. And it started with these words. The first word, adjust your routines. Adjust everything to help avoid the dynamic wrinkles. Protect, which would be the P. Repair, work on these things with your collagen, which is the protein. And you start losing collagen in your early 20s, and it's a certain percentage each year. I have taken up to using the Vital Proteins collagen supplement, and I've told you about that. I think it's helping not only with nails and strength and energy and various other things, but it's building your collagen, which you need for your bones, your health, and probably your wrinkles too. So some of the things that you can do if you're not going to go au natural are the RFs, which include the blue and the red lights, the retinols, the Botox, hyaluronic acid. Now, the hyaluronic acid is probably something you could use if you're going au natural. Exfoliate, moisturize, get yourself a humidifier. All those things would be good for us if we don't want to spend the money to have surgical procedures or office procedures done. You can take care of your wrinkles yourself. And you know what the biggest one, the last A, is acceptance. I think we have too many other things to think about in this life, especially when we are in those years over 60, and more so as the years go on. You want to think about the joyful things in your life. You want to think about family and friends and contentment, peace, joy. And if you're worrying about wrinkles all the time, do the best you can with what you have and smile a lot. And who's going to notice that they're bad wrinkles? Smile lines are wonderful. They, your face is like a map of your life. And if you can reduce your stress and stay joyful, a lot of those temporary wrinkles will go away. There's other things you can use. Those little face patches, I think they're called frownies. I had an Aunt Kathleen, and she died many years ago, many, many years ago. But I remember her when she was in her late 70s. And she would put Scotch tape. This was before frownies and all those little face patches were invented. She was a lovely woman. She had lovely clothes. She was a professional working woman. No, that sounds crazy. She was a high-level executive secretary in DuPont in San Francisco. And she dressed beautifully. She worked into her 70s, took care of herself. And I always remember when she went to bed at night or early in the evening, the Scotch tape would go on her 11s and maybe sometimes up here or here. Maybe Scotch tape still works. Who knows? Is she talking about this stuff? Let me see if this works. Let's see. Okay. Where? Right in here? Let's see. I think she said these were my 11s. Let's see. Uh-oh. That didn't work. So, we've got our silk pillowcases now. We've got our little frownies that you can go out and get. We have our sunglasses. We have our sunscreen. We're definitely going to watch our diets and moisturize. Keep that moisturizers. Keep those going on your face. What else do we have? We have our slugging. Oh, the other thing that I use, I have a few of these rollers that only cost $5 or $10, and one of them I keep in the freezer, and it's very good for when your face is on the puffy side and maybe even getting rid of some of those morning wrinkles. You keep it in the freezer and bring it out, and it's a roller, and I should bring it out later and show you, and you roll it over some of those puffy faces. You roll it across some of those puffy areas and the lines, and that helps. So I think I've mentioned everything. We have choices to use machines if you want, but they're expensive too. And I think we're mostly talking here about natural things to do. So let's, the upshot of it all. I'm sitting in front of a window with sun coming in, and I see they're turning into sunglasses. The idea is not to worry. This is all part of aging. And I think acceptance is probably the best thing you can do. Go out and get yourself some clothes that you enjoy, some cute shoes, some handbags, maybe a hat, jewelry. We love our jewelry. Don't worry about your face. Your face shows your character. And if you put on a happy face, no matter how many wrinkles you have, no matter what kind they are, you're still going to be very beautiful. I think I'm going to do what she says and put on a happy face. Okay? How's that? I feel good. So when I popped into Walmart on this little trip looking for a witch hat, I had to see these lovely puffer vests and jackets. Just a fantastic array of them. And remember these last year? They're $12 now. I loved my Sherpa. I went Sherpa wild last year. Look at this color too, $12. Now I've been looking at what they're calling shackets. It's a heavier shirt, and I love them. I'm going to do something about those soon. Now these, as usual, these 3/4 sweaters I'm in love with. I have a variety of them, but they had some beautiful ones here in I'm always drawn to the beautiful cream sweaters. These designs were lovely, and they had a bit of a nice puff sleeve. I love that heather gray this year. I even got an outfit in heather gray. Wait till you see it. These are wool vests. They were kind of cute. I think they were on clearance too. Great prices. These I loved. I just love anything quilt, and these cream jackets were absolutely beautiful. I did get something very similar to this, which you'll see soon. Very classy. I saw this in black too. This was the quilted jacket I spoke of a couple of videos ago. Now here's that color that you all love, that raspberry, and they have an Aviva vest. They have it in this color, in olive green and white. It's not a heavy puffer one. It's not down, but it's a nice lightweight vest. White, black, I think a gray camo, and I love this raspberry color. So I hope you enjoyed my little walkabout with you. I would get out and get some of these things if you're in the market. Great, great things for this fall weather in between. Whew, I'm a wreck. I have been out for almost 3 hours. I've been to 4 stores trying to find a witch's hat for Halloween. And I'm out of luck. Everywhere I go, the thrift shop, the Dollar Tree stores, Joann's, Walmart. I didn't go to Target yet, but you know what? I'm exhausted, so I think I'm headed home. I might stop and get myself an iced coffee on the way. I am parched. I did manage to get water. I figure I might not have time when I get home to be able to talk to you about my uploading schedule. So I will do it now while I'm driving and hopefully not make any of you nervous. I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to get the video out today, because today is Saturday and it would have been my usual day. But yesterday was just from early morning until mid-afternoon. It was just a busy day with chores, and if I started to tell you, within the first 2 hours of the day, I had done so many things it made myself crazy to think what I was doing. And then we had a pop-in visit from a friend, and I am at the point where I really have realized that I probably have to cut down my Tuesday, Thursday videos and perhaps do Wednesday and Sunday. That might be better for me, or Wednesday and Saturday. I haven't decided yet which might be better for me. But I hope that you all will still watch me, and maybe even someone did say that sometimes when you upload too often, a lot of you ladies have a lot of other people that you watch too, and maybe not doing it 3 times a week would be better. That kind of gives you a little bit of a rest too. So I'm so sorry. I just am at the point where I think I need, as I say, a bougie day once in a while to have nothing to do. And the editing, actually, I enjoy this so much. This is my outlet, and it's not something I want to give up by any means. I need to do this. I need this reaction with you. I'm enjoying it. And I have responsibilities for Moosey and myself and the cottage, and I have that purge time coming up when the children are coming up to help me, and I do need to do some preparation work before everybody descends upon me, because there's things I don't want anything to get out of control, that I just stuff going that I haven't seen in years. other stuff I can't get to that's in the shed that's been packed up high. So I hope you understand. And this way I'm thinking maybe the content will have more quality to it. Sometimes the subject matter might be better if you do it only twice a week. And for this, I'm overthinking it, which is supposed to be one of the things that I'm not doing, and I'm not stressing about it. So, two hands on the wheel. So I hope you understand. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'm going to try it this way this week and see how it all goes. This is probably a good time to cut down to 2 as Christmas approaches. Maybe I'll do more when Christmas comes around if I have more quality things to talk about, and when you get a little busy. You know, the other problem is, as we're coming out of our COVID cocoon, we're doing more, we're getting out more, we're seeing the family more, and that makes life a little busier too. Well, I hope all of you out there, you little witchies, enjoyed this video. Now, this witch that you're looking at here has had some fun during this video. I hope you don't mind of all this, but I was just in one of those moods. It must be the hat and the skeleton hand. I just want to enjoy the years that Lucy and I have left. I just want to say that it's your attitude. Acceptance is what it's all about. Let's accept us for what we are. And you know, when you think about it, we're all pretty great in our own right, aren't we? I hope you feel the same way. Do the best you can with Wrinkles, and I'll leave it at that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're all going to be happy with the new schedule that I laid out in as I was riding in the car on the way home from my witchy hat search. And guess what? I went back out into the shed, and I knew I had a couple of witch hats. I've had them for 10 years. I wear them every Halloween when we're with grandkids or whenever. And I couldn't find them last week, looked high and low. So I came home, I said to Moose, I've been to 4 places, I can't find a witch hat. And went out to the shed, said my little prayer to St. Anthony. I moved one cradle on top of some of my tubs in the shed, moved it to the side, and lo and behold, there sat 3 of these witch hats. Good old St. Anthony. So, as I say, I will be seeing you probably now on Wednesday after today, and today is Sunday. And as I say, I'm looking forward to a little bougie time just to kind of relax. I don't know whether it'll happen or not. As our COVID cocoon starts to break up, life is getting a little busier. Molly has invited us over to lunch. Matt is coming up to help me outside and to help Moosey plant some bulbs. We probably will be watching our grandson Dane, the one that plays the trumpet, in that special group that he was invited into, that Sousa band. He's in a concert on Friday night. We might be going down to watch him, so things are looking up. We're seeing family, but I still love what I'm doing with all of you, and I will never give this up. See you all soon. God bless us all, little witches. Happy Halloween, everyone. Be safe out there.